Breakin Ballz with Johnny P.
What are you breaking my balls for?
All right, it's about that time. Season 2 of Breakin Ballz with Johnny P. How's everybody doing? I'm your host, and joining me tonight, as always, Lou Hot Dogs Martini.
Always good to be with the Lord of Laughs, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Johnny Potenza.
Thank you.
Looking forward to a big season 2 with wonderful guests.
Yeah.
Wonderful crew that we have. The great Concetta, who's not with us tonight, but the great Garry Pastore, who I believe is somewhat with us tonight.
Yeah, but we got the captain with us, Captain Garry Pastore over there to the right. How you doing, Gary?
Hey.
How are you, mateys?
You know, we're gonna go back a month, and you went hunting. I saw that big pig that you killed.
Yes, I killed a big
How many
boar.
pounds? 3 pounds?
It was about 300.
Oof.
It was about 300. And this was the first time I went. Usually they've been pretty docile. This one was growling and snorting at me. At one point,
Yeah, he looked brutal.
It was a she. She started chasing me. I don't know if she had a litter nearby, but once they start clacking their teeth, then you're in trouble. I had a 45 on as a sidearm, and I had a 308. And I actually took the 45 out. I thought I was going to have to shoot it with the 45. But I got a lot of meat. I was going to bring you guys some of that sausage.
I want some.
Pork chops. I made it for you at the house.
Yeah. Well,
You liked it.
yeah, it was great. But when you had Gary's party,
Why does you have a constipated face on?
Because I'm not into hunting.
Listen. I
It
only
turns my-
kill.
You know
when
how I'm a big
eat.
animal lover. You know that.
So am I.
I know, but still,
Yeah, you would have loved this thing if it was snarling at you and
this
chasing
thing
you
was
around in the
huge,
woods.
bro.
And it's ugly.
It's just not for me.
Oh,
If
yeah?
it is for you, I understand. I appreciate your love for it, whatever. It's just not for me.
I don't kill Bambi.
You want to hear a horrible hunting story?
Go ahead.
The guy that was on fucking Simon and Simon. Remember that show, Simon and
Yeah.
Simon?
Yeah,
What's his
yeah.
name?
George.
McElraney or something
Yeah,
like that?
something like
McElraney?
that.
Okay, this guy, you talk about hunters, okay? He would go to these places in Africa
Yeah, they
where
do
the
that a
cats
lot.
are caged in, go up and shoot them, and then take a picture like he caught him out in the wild.
Yeah, but
Well,
that's
those
bad.
are scumbags.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not that guy.
Oh, Gerald. I love saying his name because come on and sue me, Gerald McRaney. I want to say, but that to me that's garbage. That you're a low life if you're watching.
So let me ask
And I
you.
bet you is watching because everybody watches Johnny P. Right, John?
Well, you know,
Yeah, if you don't, you fucked
I'm
up.
a fisherman. Do you call them sea puppies or anything like that? Fish? Are they sea puppies?
Well, they have. To me, they have a soul. All animals have a soul.
Oh,
so I'm
for
just not a
fuck's sake.
hunter and fishing.
Oh, come on.
No.
But you eat it.
I'd rather hunt pedophiles, to be honest with you.
Okay, that's fine. If they have a pedophile farm and they set that up,
Yes,
I
let's
will
cage
go.
him in that. Let's bring Gerald
I will
McRaney
go.
with us. Let's
I will go.
shoot him in the head and yeah.
Well, listen, this is getting a little too crazy. People are going to start turning off. But yeah, listen, guys, season 2, baby. So let's bring on our guest for the evening. He's hailing from Philadelphia. He has his own talk show podcast. So let's bring on Blake Rossell. How you doing, buddy?
Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate
Doing
it,
okay?
Johnny. It's a pleasure.
Coming from Philly.
Big Blake.
Gary, good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, thank you, sir.
I have a little something for you. A little bottle of wine there.
Oh, how did you know I like to drink? Thank you very much, Blake.
My pleasure.
He
Man
owes,
of my own heart.
Gary owes me a bottle of wine, so put it,
do?
Put it over here.
For what?
Yeah, how does he owe you a
Why
bottle?
do
of wine?
I owe you a
Because I
bottle
said
of wine? For what? I know what I owe you.
I just
About
ma-
3 smacks.
I just made it up. So talk to us. How'd you get started with the Big Man Show?
So I actually started out in radio, believe it or not, down in South Jersey. And I went to school for radio, communications, media. And then I had a show on, when I was on campus, my last year at school.
What college?
Stockton University down there in
school.
South Jersey. Yeah.
Good school. Very good
Yeah.
school.
It was a state college. As a matter of fact, I played college basketball there as well.
You look like
Shocking.
You look like. were you this bulky back then?
No, I was way lighter.
Yeah, because you wouldn't be able to move around.
I put on
You'd
too
be like
much
a
weight.
football player.
I got to lose weight. But no, we had a show there, and it was part of an internship, and I enjoyed it. And I've always had a niche for like media and being on the radio and stuff like that, broadcasting. So when I fast forward, I actually out of college played basketball, like I said. And then out of college, I actually tried finance in Philadelphia for a couple months. I went and did the life insurance license and all that stuff because I was a people person, always a people person. And I thought being in that kind of business, I'd be dealing with people and I'd be able to. But and I thought to myself, wait a minute, it's a lucrative business. You make a lot of money in finance, but it's a grind. And I didn't even go to school for it. So I said, I know what my niche is. And my niche is definitely media and communications. I want to be behind the camera. I want to be on a microphone. And then I started out as a radio show locally in South Jersey. I was on a woman's show talking about nutrition, and shout out to Nancy Adler, Nancy Nutrition Live.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, awesome woman, and she had me on a show.
She's single or what?
She's married,
Oh,
but
right.
she's a nice woman, and
you
she's
doing?
very forever grateful for kind of getting me.
I gotta bust some balls, right?
Yeah,
You know he's always looking, right? You see that, Lou? He's always putting in the old snake charm.
Relentless. The term for Johnny P is relentless.
No, listen.
Relentless.
Sometimes people don't know a good thing when they see it.
Pint size, you said?
Relentless.
Did you say pint size? people?
No.
What?
Sick bastard. I'm lost for words. So
I'm only fucking around with
I
you.
know you. I know
Breakin
you.
Ballz.
How far are you from the Rocky stairs and the Rocky? I'm talking like a real tourist now. I only go to Philly when I go to
It's a
concerts.
library, John. It's a library, actually.
The Rocky
The
Stairs.
Rocky Stairs.
That's
It's a
all right. I
library.
like that.
Yeah, the Rocky stairs, the statue.
yep. The art museum, the art museum steps right
So
there.
that's what
Oh,
that
I'm
is.
sorry. I said it was a library.
Yeah.
It's an art museum.
Yeah.
Okay, wise
Yes.
guy.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
Museum.
I was wrong.
So no, it's legendary spot. I've said huge tourist attraction, and I have a funny story actually about the movie Rocky. I'll tell you guys in a bit. My family was actually my dad's family. Cousins were actually in the movie 1 and 2. But Rocky statue's about 20 minutes from me. I'm in South Philly, down by the Eagles, Philadelphia Phillies, the Sixers. I know you guys are New York guys. So
Oh my God!
what are you, Giants fans?
All three teams I cannot
Giants, Jets.
stand.
Now let me ask you a question.
No,
How do
I
you
only
dec-
root for one New York team.
How do you decipher if you're a Giants? Like you guys all got two sports.
Well,
How do you do that?
well, I'm actually a Dolphins fan, so
Okay.
I do not like the Jets. But when I'm not rooting for the Dolphins, I will root for the Giants, and the Giants play the Eagles, so that kind of makes me not an Eagles fan.
Yeah.
If you understand.
Yeah.
Anybody who plays my team, I've had Dolphins play Giants, and I always root for the Dolphins. But because I'm a Jersey boy, and they're from Jersey, and it's New Jersey's team, I'm a Giants fan.
I don't know about Philly, but in New York, they had something called the blackout rule.
Yeah.
So you're a young guy. Guys our age, growing up in the 70s, the Jets and the Giants stunk, so they weren't on TV because they didn't sell out. Back in the day, you had to sell out your stadium to get the game on television locally.
Oh, really?
So guys my age, I grew up on the Minnesota
That's why-
Vikings,
that's
the
why-
Pittsburgh
exactly.
Steelers, the
Wow.
Miami Dolphins,
Exactly,
the Dallas
Dolphins.
Cowboys. So, you go to a Giant game today, especially when the Giants are bad, and they play the Cowboys, it's 75% Cowboy fans. It's all old guys drinking beer with Cowboy
Yep,
jerseys.
that's right.
Because they grew up watching the Cowboys.
That's right.
So that rule doesn't apply anymore, obviously, because, you've got national television, there's no more blackout rule.
Yeah.
But that's why a lot of
That's
guys
right.
in this
Because
area.
people ask me all the time, we didn't have them on
Yeah,
television.
I watched the Vikings when I was a kid, and I liked the horns. I
Right.
liked the horns. I went for the horns. The purple
for
and the
the
horns.
horns?
Yeah, the purple horns I went for.
My father was Vince Lombardi's friend. True story. And he used to bring me home all of this Green Bay.
Oh, yeah?
Wow.
Paraphernalia, memorabilia. And I started off liking Green Bay, but I wanted to have my own identity, so I picked the Dolphins.
That's on my bucket list. I want to go to a Packer Viking game in Green Bay.
Oh, that'd be great.
awesome. That's on my
Yeah, you
bucket
got to go
list.
in like December when it's nice and cold.
Yeah.
So let me interrupt that because I'm a sports fan, but not a big sports fan.
You
sports,
like boxing a little bit, don't you?
I
You
like
follow
boxing. I like all that stuff. But like the
MMA.
Jets and everything back in the day. So if you didn't sell out, you weren't on national television, but they were on
No,
national
you would be.
television.
You wouldn't be in locally. So in other words, the Jets wouldn't be on TV in New York if they didn't sell out
Right.
Shea Stadium when they
Right.
played at Shea.
Shea.
Oh, really?
They'd be on in Philadelphia or whatever it was.
Oh.
The rest of the country.
I didn't know
But
that.
locally, it was called a blackout rule. So, say, for example, if the Eagles didn't sell out
Yeah.
a home game, you couldn't see the Eagles in Philly.
But the Mets used to always be on Channel 9, and they never really sold
That's
out.
baseball. It's different.
baseball,
This was
different.
National Football League
Gotcha.
style. Yeah. They never had a blackout rule.
All right, I learned something new
There you
today.
go. Hey, Philly guy. I'm sure you hear this all the time. And it doesn't even really count anymore because I think they both suck, but Pats or Geno's. Right?
I've had them both when I was a kid, and people will tell you from Philly, it's a tourist trap.
Exactly.
What is
And-
that?
But Geno's was okay. Back in the
Cheesesteaks.
day, Geno's
Yeah.
was okay.
Yeah, well, Geno's was okay. I mean, Pat's was the original, from what you know.
I never
from-
liked Pats. I always liked Geno's.
Yeah, and everyone always did like Geno's actually more than Pat's, to be honest. And then Philly's got so many different cheesesteak spots, as you know.
Well, boy, Skinny Joe, right?
Yeah, my good friend Joey.
What's your go-to spot now? What's your go-to cheesesteak?
Joey's.
Joey's.
Yeah, we just
Joey's the best.
interrupted.
We just
How
talked
can-
about it.
You can't interrupt Skinny Joe
No,
Molino.
I'm asking who. I don't know. I don't know Skinny
Joey's.
Joey's.
I don't
Yeah.
even know Skinny Joe either, but I
Yeah, I don't-
remember we're going to say something to Skinny Joe. We're going to plug it. when we come down from Staten Island, we'd appreciate if you accommodate us a couple
And
of
New
free
Jersey.
dinners.
So he makes a
And
good
New
cheesesteak.
Jersey.
Yeah, he does.
I'm only kidding, Joe. But yeah, we heard a lot of great things. Looking forward to meeting you. Looking forward to having a nice big Philly
You got to
cheesesteak.
have it on the seeded roll with Cooper.
That's it.
Coop. They call it the Coop. A little couple of hots. Throw a couple of hots on there, right?
Yeah.
I like Tony Luke's, the pork sandwich at Tony Luke's. I like
That's
that.
all right, but we're talking about Joey's now.
Now, what about who? Now, Joey's. Let's get
He's
off
trying to
track.
get me shot.
Yeah, let's get off. Who's the guy who does the podcast with Joey? Who's that kid again?
Oh, it's Snuff.
So his nickname's Little Snuff. His real
Okay.
name's Joe Perry.
Funny kid.
Yeah. So a funny story about Joe. He was actually a car salesman.
Get a him?
And yeah, little Joe Perry
Yeah.
was a car salesman. And I've known him, for a good while now. Since I was always hanging out with South Philly guys, and since I was young age, we always kind of knew each other. I know him a lot better now than the last couple of years than I've known him when I was younger. But he always had a cool personality with the car sales. Like he did the infomercials.
Oh, yeah.
He worked, yeah.
Magic.
And he was like, he always say, sell them. We don't sell them for more. We sell them for less. So he had the personality. And then I guess when they came up with the podcast idea, him and Joey were going to do it. He thought he'd be a good fit, a good addition to Joey to doing the show.
How old is this guy? In the 30s?
I think he's a couple years older than me. I want to say he's 32 or 33. Might be 33.
Good age,
So,
yeah.
Joe, if I got your age wrong, you're right.
They're
32,
funny.
33.
I mean, they're comical.
Yeah.
Especially when Joe goes at him, like he's sitting there.
Yeah.
And he's
Eating all the cheesesteaks?
Yeah, he goes, "This is your fourth time I seen you eat. Get inside. We're busy." Like, crash
What does
up.
Joey think about the documentary on Netflix? That's really good. It's really
Yeah.
good.
I just started watching. I like it.
really good.
I haven't talked to him. I don't ask him personally about that stuff,
Yeah.
but he said his opinion on his podcast. He talked about, so he actually had a 3-part series. I don't know if you guys saw him on Patreon.
No, we didn't see
I
that.
did. I actually was a member.
Well, I'm saying, yeah. So he released a 3-part series, going back. Him and Snuff go back, and they break down parts of the series.
Who's the heavyset guy that owned a deli or something like that? That was his buddy?
Fat Angelo.
I met him with Tony Darrow on Made in Chinatown. I didn't even know
Yeah.
who he was. I
He
was in
knows
the
Tony
scene
well.
with him, and Tony whacked him.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then when I was watching the documentary, I go, that looks like Angelo.
Yeah, I think they all came to his restaurant.
And
too,
he still
Tony.
has the
Yeah,
restaurant there?
Yeah, the kitchen consigliere.
So we'll go out for cheesesteaks at Joey's,
Yeah.
and then we'll go over to Rim and we'll have coffee and
Have a couple
cannoli
drinks.
with Reno.
Yeah, definitely. I haven't seen
Renee,
Reno in a while.
not Reno. Renee.
Renee. Yeah.
Renee. I'm sorry, Renee.
And then
Come
we'll go over to
on, bro.
Kensington Avenue and do some fentanyl and make a night of it.
Yeah.
Tell me about Kensington Avenue.
Yeah, that's bad. Now
No
they
wonder
doing
why
the
your hair's
stuffed
like
trank.
that.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
When I first met in the hallway before the show, we were talking about, you watch the YouTube videos, it's like you're on another planet. And Philly was such a great town, man. I love going to Philly. I worked in Philly a lot and stuff like that. And it's, just like the rest of urban America,
But
man. There's
everywhere,
parts of Philly, man.
every place has a bad neighborhood.
Yeah. You see it everywhere, but like Lou, you were saying, I mean, Kensington's a real bad. They call it like the largest open air drug market.
Yeah, it is.
Get
It
out of
really
here.
is.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Oh yeah, like you could just be driving down the street, and there you got people on the
I just
side.
worked on a show about it,
Yeah.
Long Bright River.
There are people literally dying standing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're standing up, we're doing
They look
that
like
zombie,
walking
And they
zombies.
and they die.
And they OD.
die, yeah.
They OD, and then they call the paramedics, and they come over. They try to revive them, Narcan, and it's unbelievable. It happens daily. And there's just people that go down there and they get stuck down there for years. Like they may go down there to try to buy some, obviously if they want to get a quick fix, if they're do drugs or whatever, and then they end up getting hooked and staying down there, and then the rest of their life's ruined.
It's sad.
People have kids. They they get down there, they get hooked on, and it's like there's actually a guy on YouTube. Matter of fact, I don't know if you ever seen it. He goes down there and he actually interviews the people.
Yeah,
on
I've
Kensington.
seen it.
Have you ever
Yes,
seen
yes,
that?
Oh,
yes,
yeah?
yes.
And he talks
I
to him.
watched that, yeah.
And
How
he-
long you been out here? Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it's sad. It really is sad.
It's a good guy. He's trying to help.
Yeah,
Good
he's
guy.
trying to help them, and he gets their story. It's crazy. It's sad to see.
When I hung out at the China Club,
Yeah, that was great, that place.
I used to go after work from Columbus at like midnight, 1 o'clock, whenever we locked up over there. I'd go to the China Club, stay there till 6 in the morning.
But China Club was after hours? I thought it closed at 4.
No.
Closed at 4.
Yeah, they locked
he
the door.
locks
But
the
they
door.
locked the door, yeah.
And I said, if Joe Pesci and everybody was
Yeah.
there. One night I was there with Joe Pesci,
Bruce Willis was always in there,
Christopher
right?
Walken, Robin Williams. Who the hell else?
I saw
was
Mike.
there?
I saw Mike Tyson grab a woman, put her against the wall. There.
Yeah.
The China Club.
Actually, Bruce Willis, and I heard he's very ill right now.
Very ill. It's a
But
shame.
he hit on my
shame.
friend's wife while we were there, and my friend got really
I
upset.
bartended with him, 10th Avenue Jukebox.
Yeah.
I bought 10th Avenue Jukebox back in my
And
bartender days.
Cafe
If
Central.
you ever bartend, you'd be a good bartender.
I bartended for myself. That's it.
Yeah, and
You never
John's after
bartended in a
hours.
bar? That surprises me.
John's after hours at home.
You never worked in a bar? That surprises me.
I know. But I would do good.
You would. That's why I'm surprised
Not
you
now.
never bartended.
Now,
Hey, I know where you do good.
where?
One of those old age homes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what kind of during your formative years, what kind of work did you do?
Well, I was always
Like in your 20s and stuff. You weren't bartending
Bank
or
robber.
whatever?
before I was a gangster.
Yeah.
Bank
No.
robber, car thief.
And after you were a gangster, you're only a gangster for a little bit.
I'm a bullshit gangster.
Bank-
I'm
bank
my own
robber,
gangster
car
with my
thief.
own
No, I want to know
family.
what kind of work he did. He never told me.
Bank
what
robber,
kind of
car
I was
thief.
Shut up for a second. I want to know what kind of work he did.
I went to school for a car mechanic. So then I was a car mechanic for 5 years.
He learned how to
And
hotwire.
then I got into the concrete union of laborers, but I always worked for my father. I learned how to do plastering. But then I went full time in the music business in the early.
But so you were doing construction, basically.
Yeah, I was doing construction and music. Yeah, but after 2 years, I quit the concrete union because I ripped out my shoulder, and they killed you. They worked you like an animal. So I was like, F this.
Did you make cement shoes?
No.
No.
I was young, but then I was in the music business for my life, and then I worked with my father as a plasterer. It was great working with my dad because I could work whenever I wanted, and I got paid great. But we used to fight a lot.
Wait, your dad had a plumbing company or a plastering company?
No, he was a fireman, but he owned an old time plastering company. He taught me how to
How
plaster.
come you didn't join the fire department with your dad being a fireman?
I took all those tests. I just didn't pass. I didn't study hard enough.
I took them. I probably took them with you. I got called 19...
For the fire department?
Yes. I got called finally in like 1990, 91.
How come you didn't go on? You don't want to?
I got hurt. I got hurt. I was shot after that.
Would you have done it, though, if you didn't get hurt?
Yeah, and a lot of my friends that I took the test with that passed, a lot of them died on 9/11.
Yeah.
So chances are I probably would have been, because at that point, you're on a job long enough,
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
20 years, you could pick any firehouse you want.
Yeah.
My cousin's firehouse, I would have probably went there, and he passed away. So yeah.
Yeah, my dad was on Staten Island the last 7 years, so he was about 2 miles from the house. But yeah, he retired before 9/11, and then he went to 9/11 and he volunteered for a month. But then
Did he get the emphysema?
He got colon cancer.
Oh, Jesus.
And then he beat it. Then he came back. Then he died years later. But a lot of the firemen who got it, they put the lawsuits out and they didn't get nothing. And then a couple of guys that didn't even go in the fire got the money.
Yeah.
That's funny. When I was
Not in
young,
the fire, but went into the village.
when I was that age, and I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do in high school and stuff. And most of my friends wanted to be cops or firemen and stuff like that. And I was always, since I was young, I was an actor. I was always an artist. And I was like, no, man, if I stay in New York, that's what I'm going to do. And I don't want that for my life. And I decided I wanted to go away to college.
But you could have still been an actor.
Huh?
You could have still been an actor.
You got to make a choice. And like Blake was saying, I was a communications major like you. I was going to be a sportscaster back in the day. So I went away to school, University of Houston, and the rest is history.
You could still be a sportscaster,
Yeah.
I like you better. I'd
still
rather
could.
look at you than Marv Albert.
Yeah, there ain't
thank
no
you very
age.
much.
There
Is
ain't
that a
no.
compliment?
There ain't no. There
It
ain't
was
no
a
age.
backwards compliment.
Yes, it
was a
was.
backwards compliment.
Smack.
There ain't no age
Smack.
limit for that. Really.
Yeah. Like 4 years ago, I was thinking about making an audition tape and sending it out just for the hell of it. Because if you were to snap your fingers, Blake, and say, okay, Lou, you're doing sports ABC in New York, 6 and 11, I would take the job. I'd be happy. I'd be fine.
Why not?
Yeah, I'd be fine.
Why not?
I'd be fine. No regrets.
Yeah.
I've done everything I could do. So, but it's funny. It's funny because that's everybody in the neighborhood was taking the test for the fireman or the cop or whatever like that. I says, no, I don't want to do that, man.
But you know what? I'm telling my sons now too.
Yeah.
I told my son Justin. I said, first of all, the trades are starting to dry up.
Yes.
Nobody's wants to be an electrician,
No.
a plumber, a steam fitter, HVAC.
Yeah.
These jobs.
And all high paying, still
they're
high paying
not
stuff.
only high paying, but what happens when there's no skilled laborers to do them?
Yep.
And I said, either that or, if you're not going to do a trade, then at least become a cop or a fireman. Work for the state, work for the city, get a pension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, thank God, Lou, thank God. I was smart enough at some point. I mean, I didn't do it till I was like in my late 30s to get in the what do you call it, union, the stagehand union.
Yeah.
I mean, I left with a pension.
Yeah.
I didn't get it till I'm in my 60s, but regardless of which, at least I know that my my family and my kids have a future, and that's why I got to tell all the young people out
Yeah, my
there
dad used to tell me the same thing.
you know, you want to be an actor, fine, but you better have a backup plan. I've been saying it over and over and over again. Make it a hobby. If you really think, and it's gotten so much worse, you know that. We're veterans.
competition
Look
is-
how hard it is for us to
It's
get work.
fierce with the social
It's
media.
ridiculous.
Everybody on social media
ridiculous. Oh.
thinks they're an actor or a celebrity, or a lot of them ain't even that good. They never went to acting classes. It's just
Speaking of, Louie and I have auditioned many, many times for the same role. In fact, we even talk about this thing.
We've been on the same show, but never worked in this. We've never been in the same. Yeah, and we have because I did your movie. As I said, we never had a scene together. We've had some scenes together.
No, but we audition. There's an actor out there who kind of rubs it in your face. He says,
Oh, my
I just
God.
booked my 9th show this
He's
year,
a real
blah, blah,
Mama
blah."
Luke, that guy.
You know, I'm not going to mention his name, but it's poor taste because he's auditioning with the rest of us. You know, and if I don't get it, I hope Lou gets it.
no, he rubs it in
You
everybody's
know,
face.
But this guy's got him, you know, and I don't know why he's doing it.
The guy's hashtag is booking machine.
Yeah.
And the guy, I admit, the guy's a friend of mine. Another guy. You know what I'm saying?
He's a friend or
But
a
it
friend
just-
of a friend.
I just think it's.
No, he's a friend of mine.
I
know him
think
a
it's
long time.
pompous, and I think
But
it's
I just think you have
I
to have,
do.
you have to have concern for the people that are not working. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like when I have something that's coming on, excuse me, I have something that's coming on, or Gary has something coming on. It's like, hey, watch me on The Deuce tonight, Thursday, or whatever, so everybody could watch.
Watch it, right.
But I don't put a post on. I'm on my way to a big audition at NBC, or you know,
I booked it.
Stop.
That's so corny. I know.
It's horrible.
Stop.
It is.
Stop.
It's horrible.
So we were just talking about it this week because, again, I don't go on social media, but it's been all over the place. I mean, postings have been all over the place, and they're like hitting me in the face, hitting him in the face. It's like, just calm down a little bit, man.
And not
You know,
even so much for me, 'cause
congratulations, but there are people that are not working. Congratulations, but take it easy, you know? It just,
I don't give a crap, honestly. If somebody gets it, great. And I give
course.
do the pat on the back because I feel if you put out good karma, you get back good karma.
of course.
You know, you put out positive energy, you get back positive energy.
What about you, Blake? You ever get into acting? Did you ever do any background work or anything like that?
No, I haven't. I just I like being on the camera, talking. Like people always said.
Well, you're a youngster. You're
Yeah.
30, you said?
30 years old.
got your whole
Man,
life
God,
ahead of
God bless you.
Yeah.
When I was 30, forget about it.
I mean, listen. I joke. I joke around and say I'd be an extra in a movie, or I listen. I've had actors on you guys obviously know the business real well. You guys are veterans at it, but people I've interviewed in the last couple of years, they say it's a lot of work.
It is not. It's all it is.
It's not what people think it is. You know?
Now it's more work for these
Yeah.
guys because of the social
More
media.
aggravation.
Hey, come on, you guys are interrupting us.
We're not interrupting. We're talking about how much time.
Come on.
I'm being a fucking professional because you don't have any idea of how much
This
time
is
we've done.
this is him like you rob a bank with Louis.
Interrupting.
Go
Oh, my
back and
God.
go in the back. The cops are right over there. Go in the back, and I'll come in the front with the car. That's what you were just doing.
But meanwhile, who was behind bars and who hasn't been behind bars?
Listen, you keep
I
jerking
never
me.
got caught, jerk
Listen to
off.
me. You keep jerking me with the behind the
I
bar
never
shit.
got caught,
I only
jerk
had
off.
short stays.
Short
okay,
stays.
I never.
Yes, very short.
It wasn't long term
Very short.
parking like in The Sopranos.
No, because I wonder how much time we have left, so he has plenty of time to do his spiel.
But you know the hand signal, the deaf signals.
But we didn't get any hand signals.
So how's the family?
Family's good. Yeah.
Jeez, you see what you walked into, Blake? Blake, who's your favorite guest and your least favorite guest?
That's a tough one.
And if you don't want to name names, give us initials and we'll guess.
I mean, and I'm going to be honest with you.
Please be
I've
honest.
asked that before, and I'm going to be totally honest. I don't really had anyone that I disliked. I swear, and
That's good.
I really haven't.
Yeah.
Now I've had shows that I've enjoyed, and I've had shows that were okay.
Yeah,
but I've never had anyone like I regret having that.
Well,
person
you haven't
on.
had him on your show yet, so wait till you have Johnny P on your show.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
I like Johnny so far.
So far, you don't
I'm
got to spend
kidding.
much time with him, believe me.
I don't want to say it, but yeah.
My biggest thing with my podcast is I like hearing so I'm not directed around one industry. Like people say, what do you do? A sports show?
Yeah.
What do you talk about? Like
Open it up to everybody.
Yeah, I open up the floor to everybody. You know what I mean? And I like hearing people's stories, especially how they got started and where they are today and what their careers like today. What was it take to get into the career? You know, I mean, Gary, you're on my show, and we gave like a background about what you did, and some pictures you were in, and what the business is like. And I think that's the most rewarding thing is to kind of like hear what people have to say. And some people may say, "Oh, that's bullshit. No one really cares about what people have," But I get it like a kick
People
out of
do,
it.
but people do want to hear it.
I think it's interesting.
I think I was
That's what
more
do.
forthright with you.
Yeah.
I was very honest. I didn't really talk about myself. I talked about the business and the industry and how difficult it is. And I think that that's what a lot of people don't do.
Yeah.
Everybody, what I had said basically is it's really not a glamorous business. And it's not.
No, it's not.
It's not glamorous at all.
It's a lot of
There's
fun.
no glamour in it.
Yeah. So if you have 85% not fun, you have 15% fun. This is going to, because you don't. It's as he said, it's not glamorous. It's all hard work. It's discouraging. You get sad when you don't make it.
A lot of rejection.
A lot of rejection.
And there's a lot of times you're not cast. It has nothing to do with your talent. Nothing. Zero. Look, we read for the chair company. You read for it. I read for it. They cast our friend, right? And I'm happy.
He's doing a great job.
I'm
too.
happy that Joseph Tedesco
Funny
got
shit.
it. He's
Funny
great
shit.
in it.
Who's
But,
this?
but he's totally different as a character than you and me.
Yeah.
So it's got nothing to do with talent.
It's what they're
sometimes.
looking
Zero.
for,
What they're looking
technically.
for.
No. You know, Gary, 90% of the audition is when you walk in the room. It's like,
Yep.
that's the guy.
Yeah,
Then if
but
you
we
can
don't
read, you
walk
get
in a
the
room
part.
anymore.
Yeah, but you don't walk in a room.
It's the rejection of the whole business that what kills. You got to have a tough skin, and that's it. You got, like Chad said, if you don't have a tough skin, do not get into the business.
No, not at all.
It's bad, and then people don't support each other. You know that. So let's say you're friends.
Bro, I've seen more backstabbers. Oh, yeah, guy, how you doing? And next day they're talking about me, sending you a text. You know what?
no,
you know how I feel.
no, everybody-
Come over my house and make a nice hot cup of go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
That sounds delicious,
It
by
is.
the way.
No, because
but
I don't like liars and phonies.
You know,
I hate
Yeah.
them.
and then you get the little rascal club, I call them. You get people that work there, they got their movies and they have independent films, and some are good, a lot of them are bad, but then they use the same actors in them, and then they pass a lot of guys, and say like you, they pass you up, and for stuff, maybe he'll pass him up. So, but they use the little rascal club of all the ass kissers that are going to kiss their ass and work for free.
Oh, some guys are paying to be
Paying
actors.
for
Hey,
roles.
Some people
that's
pay
big.
it. It's true. It's
That's
true.
big.
Big
now.
money.
Big money now.
I know somebody that paid $10,000.
I know a
I know
couple
somebody that
actors
went on
that
the
did.
street for $1 million. Went
Yeah.
on the street because I know the guy that brokered the deal. You guys know that story.
Yes, I know it too.
$1 million to have a part.
Mm-hmm.
$1 million.
It's ridiculous.
But it is what it is. It is what it is.
It's really stupid.
Well, Blake, where could people find you if they want to find you on the internet?
So I'm on a few different platforms. I'm on my main. What I'm always on. I mean, I'm on all four of them, but I really push a lot on the on my Instagram at the big man show live on Instagram. Blake Rossell on Facebook, and then I'm on the Big Man's Report live podcast on Spotify and YouTube. You can find me on there as well.
Well, if there's anything that you want to tell the viewing audience about yourself, how could you describe yourself?
I would say I'm easygoing, charismatic. I could have a conversation with anyone. You know, I'm not. I could go into a room and I could meet someone. For
Was
the
he
first
making a
5 minutes.
dating profile? What can it is?
Yeah, what is it?
That's it. I'm going to hire him. He's going to be my bodyguard.
I could do that too.
You're going to need one.
Yeah, you're going to need one. You keep it up, pal. Pally.
Listen, you know I got to keep my
When'll be my
karate.
first
I got to
time?
keep my karate on the down low.
Karate.
Oh, Jesus. Hong Kong.
Tommy Karate Jr.
No,
over
Hong
here.
Kong food.
Oh, my God.
My jinjutsu. Well, Blake, thank you so much. We're looking forward to
Thanks.
coming
Thank
to
you,
Philly.
buddy.
Absolutely.
Show us around.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you,
Best.
Gary.
The
Lou,
greatest.
pleasure meeting
Yes,
We
you.
I'm
want you
going to
back. We
Joey's
want
for
you back
cheesesteak.
down the road for sure, 100%.
I would love to have you guys come down to Philly. We'll go get a Joey's cheesesteak.
Very,
Absolutely.
very soon.
We're going to do that.
And I want you guys to come on my show, and Gary, come back on. I'm going to have
I'll
you
come
guys on
back
my
on.
show.
Maybe
Absolutely.
the three Musketeers.
You should
Absolutely.
do it.
Evening.
We should just
hello, hello.
We should just do the Breakin'
Hello.
Ballz, the Breakin' Ballz team, and knock us all out at the same time.
That'd
do
be
that.
fun.
So
Let's
we got
do that.
3/4
I
of
would
the
love to
Breakin'
do
Ballz
that.
with
Yeah.
Johnny P podcast crew, and here they are.
Well, I'm scheduling for the new year now, so maybe we'll set up for
Let's do it.
2026.
Anything else
Beautiful.
you want to say before we let you go?
No, I just wanted to thanks for having me on. This was great. Pleasure talking with all you guys, and I look forward to doing some more stuff in the future.
There you have it. Blake Rossell, everybody.
Thank you, Blake.
Yeah.
Thanks, Blake.
Thanks,
Lou
guys.
Martini Jr.
Philly.
It's
Yes.
always a pleasure, my brother.
Always a pleasure, my brother.
Gary the Captain, I will talk to you when I see you. And everybody out there, thank you for watching. Follow us on @Breakin Ballz, the podcast. BreakinBallzThePodcast.com. Okay, and You can check out reruns of Late Night with Johnny P and Upway with Johnny Potenza on social media. But remember, it's always good to be nice, but whose balls can you break in 2026? Take care.
Breaking Balls with John.